थे आपका 1 करोड़ नहीं सुन अपन ने रहा खा रहे तो हम एक बोला लगी स्टीम का प्राइस फिर मेरे को भूख लगी खाना तो पड़ेगा ना बट उधर जा सकते हैं अपन वैसे भी ये करेंगे है ना मेरे को खाने में
I want to go on a vacation with Galvana.
इधर किधर
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
A bare teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely from it, eh?
Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clorand in person.
Whoa, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the knave.
You met father? Did you...
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's like...
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which...
Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Linny was a bit too proud as well. She...
Got it.
That does sound like something that father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
For real? Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us. The night sky dims once more.
सॉरी वो मैंने थोड़ा सा गलती से कर समीर भाई हेलो स्वागत है आपका गलती से हो गया मैंने देखा ही नहीं वो स्टैमिना बार खत्म हो गया ये तो गलत बात है नीचे ना गलती से हो गया भाई अरे ये अब ऊपर गया क्या बात है ये कुछ नहीं बात है मैं आ रहा था ये उस साइड तो जा सकते हैं। पहले उधर जाते हैं। नहीं एक्चुअली इधर जाते हैं।
You guys are back?
Crystal! Macaroon!
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not at all.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they...
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals.
These two, they sure are a lot warm.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
ये दोनों अच्छे लग रहे हैं। मतलब अभी तक तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं कर रहे हैं लोग। मेरे को अंदर जाने से पहले इधर
Sejuin! Traveler, Paimon, you're back!
Are you still doing all right? Did either of you get hurt?
We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it?
A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervulette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being. Oh, of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided.
How did Nervulette know that he was needed here?
फाउंटेन का
Monsieur Nervulette has struck
इसमें तो नहीं दिखेगा फिर
rises. He can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling
कुछ
the whole
सेकंड
time
लास्ट
about
पेस्ट के
how you
साथ
just ran down without
फाउंटेन
word.
का
I'm so relieved to see that you're both all right. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time. I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
Courier, Miss Sejuin told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
That's no excuse for... Huh? What's you two?
Courier, Lurvine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
And you, are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though.
I'm
So
good.
don't say...
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship.
Not at all!
कोलंबिना कितने पिटी पे निकली 78 ओबीसी सब बुरा लग रहा है ना मतलब गारंटेड थे एक्चुअली शायद पर मेरा लक अच्छा मार गया वो पिटी भी किधर
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still alright?
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the courts. He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sijuin's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Cloran has left as well.
कोलंबिना पे तो इन लोगों ने
She
खेल
also
रखा
took
है
her
थोड़ा
gift
बहुत।
from Miss Sijuin.
मेरे को तो पहले मिजुकी
Were
दे
the
दी
gifts milkshakes?
पर बाद में मतलब इस पे
Neuvillette got the milkshake.
नहीं
Cloran
38
received
पे मिली थी
lipstick instead.
मिजुकी मिल
Even
गई
remotely alike.
बाद में और
Well, it's
78 डाल
Neuvillette's own fault for making Sijuin worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still
वाले
pretty
बातें
fond of
मिजुकी
picking out beauty
वाला
products
अलग
for
मेहनत
ladies.
है।
Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Are these from Sijuin too?
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
अच्छा
You may access the cafeteria for free.
पटाखा फूट रहा है बाहर
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
हम लोग को नहीं चाहिए मेरे को लगा इधर कुछ बड़ा हो कुछ हुआ ही नहीं वो न्यूलेट ने बस ये रोक दिया अपना वो सी वाला चीज जो भी है ये शायद एंडिंग है क्या इस पे उधर ट्रैवल ये देखो ये चल रहा है ये दोनों बाकी है ये बेड टाइम स्टोरी क्या है और ये अपने को स्टोरी क्वेस्ट भी करना है स्टोरी क्वेस्ट नहीं यहाँ पे रखा सकते हैं। कोलंबिना 27 पे क्यों है बीबी
We're back in our cell again.
27
Sure feels that way. But the truth... Huh? How did you know?
because it is just
Hey, that's not true! All right. Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all. It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't you counting Paimon today? Aren't you the... Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward. Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon too. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial sea... We should be safe now, right? Alright then, good night to you, traveler.
अभी तो ये लोग फ्री का ही खाने ना दो है बेल What the heck is this? Completed. Quest complete हो गया. चलो क्या बात है. ये तो इसका ना. ये न्यू लाइट भी खुल गया. अब दूसरा का ये थोड़ा अच्छा. ये इतने सारे बाकी कैसे है पर क्लिक का कब किया मेरे को याद भी नहीं है. अभी ऑन स्टार्ट किया ना. वो तो फ्यूरिना का बाकी है. उसका शायद लास्ट वाला में अभी क्या करे. पहले उधर जाए या इधर कुछ करे टाइम पर. हाँ ये भी चालू कर ले. चल जाके यार. इसकी भी कष्ट है पर देखो अभी आर्कन कष्ट करनी है मेरी. पहले ये चालू करेंगे फिर उधर जाएंगे. लेट्स गो. रिपीटेशन वो बाद में लिख लेंगे. वर्शिप करने के लिए कुछ है. ओ गए 3 मिले थे. कहाँ से मिले मेरे को क्या. अच्छा हाँ उसमें से मोरा मिलता है. बट उधर भी है. उधर What the heck? अब इधर जाएंगे क्योंकि अपने को आगे जाने का. ये ओके तो अपन ने देखा ही नहीं. ये साइड अपन आया ही नहीं ना. हाँ ये अटक गया. ये लोग बेचारे लोग बाहर क्यों पड़ा रखे देखना. आ गए. थोड़ा जल्दी हो जाता तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. ये केविन की तरफ तो देखा था नहीं लग रहा. मैं जल्दी हो जाए तो अच्छी बात. बाम्बू कितना बड़ा नाम है उसका. बलून क्या बॉलिंग सो नाम बड़ा. वो चीज क्या है. अकेले मत जा.
What suspense. It's like opening a gift.
पहले आप करके देखा लगता है और सब चालू करने से पहले मेरे को मोरा ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट 10,000 की बात स्टैमिना खत्म हो गया सीहॉर से बाहर क्या करो
Oz, reveal thyself. Scatter. Propagate.
मेरे को ज़्यादा कुछ करना है मेरे पास एक हुआ है ये क्या करो इतना दूर क्यों है ऐसे ये सब नहीं मिलता अब मेरे को नहर के ऊपर जाते अरे जाते इतना चलना पड़ रहा है उसमें अरे ये सब क्या फेंक रहे हैं ये लोग
Germinate. By royal decree. Scatter.
क्या कर रहे हैं ये एक्चुअली बाद में करेंगे तो मेरे को तो समझ नहीं आ रहा मेरे को फिलहाल आर्ट कॉन्क्वेस्ट करने जाना है तो इसको हेलो फ्रेया नोज बाय आंसर
Wings of darkness. Come, sever neck.
Away from me!
Ha!
This isn't good.
कौन भाग रहा है? रुक बे टकली, भाग मत। वो अटक कैसे गया? हम लोग गाने का आवाज आ रहा है। है
take long walks in Silver Moon Hall every day. So don't worry about me.
A good news.
Now, wait a sec. Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of
Please, sign here.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Huh?
What's happening? I'm fine.
Let's go ask the Duke.
Would you like to go moon gazing? You can sit in my rocking chair and admire the view. Or we could go to the moon and gaze down at Tefat. Whatever you prefer.
I'll never get a handle on all this paperwork. I need a holiday.
ये क्या लैग क्यों हो रहा है इससे? ये गुड दिखा रहा है तो ज़्यादा ले रहा है इसको देखो किया एक्चुअली ये बता रहा कल पर मेरे को इतना ही क्यों रखना है तुम लोग ओए क्या हुआ तो बताओ
Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see?
Yeah, what was with the earthquake just...
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater.
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Huh, you've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. But... Wait, seriously?
Aha!
Yep.
It's you two. Are you leaving now?
That's right! Today is our last day in prison! But now that... Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now!
Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure.
Well, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
आपको मेरे को ही
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
yes पगला गया
After being down here for so long,
Yeah, don't worry.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirabede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Nervalet was the one who asked us to come here, we should probably go report to him now.
you're going to see Monsieur Nervilette?
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope...
तो अभी के जा बहाने जा बोर हो रहा है अभी थोड़ा कुछ अच्छा सीन है नॉर्मल हो गया ना सब कुछ जब तक कुछ तड़कता ऐसा अचानक से फटेगा नहीं कुछ तब तक कुछ मन ही नहीं होना ऐसा कोई ना सब कुछ एंजॉय करना चलो महाराजा
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Nervalet did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me. Would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here.
Everyone's so busy. Seems a lot...
अचानक से क्या काम आ गया इन लोग को है जी
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment. In the meantime, please have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
काम कर रहा है भी क्या वैसे वो घड़ी कभी आगे उसके गई नहीं
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the fortress of Mirapede. And it appears that you've met...
That's right. And we came here to see you right away.
A massive...
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters. But a whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tivat. Therefore, we can only assume that child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Immersed in primordial seawater? But...
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself. Yes? What is it?
Ah, right! Paimon felt it too! We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, the source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose?
Poison bullet.
No!
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plan. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first.
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful.
किधर भेज रहे हैं अपने को? पोसों किधर है? पोसों है? पोसों स्पिनर से दो भी है उसका नाम, तो उधर है ना?
Oh no! What happened here?
क्या हुआ इधर? है? Where they are dissolved.
Navia should be around here, right?
Yeah, getting. G. Open it. Oh, देखो.
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here.
What will I ever do now?
वो देखो.
Look! There's someone on the roof over there!
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right.
सब लोग पानी का ऊपर गए. फिर वो लड़की का.
I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own?
हैं?
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg. How could this have happened?
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You
क्या वो क्या रखा है? अरे
It's Navia! She's over there! Hey, Navia! Are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Demoiselle, there was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the...
All right. You'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation?
Right. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded on an aquabus. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water leaking from everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water.
Hello.
Didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to look. No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening
तो
indeed.
इधर रह भी क्यों रहे ये लोग? दूसरी जगह
Is there
ढूंढ
any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help and...
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle, we've got a situation here.
Sorry, I need to go for now.
And off she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so, of course, we should remain ready, Traveler. Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Huh? Right now?
Thank you.
ऊपर तो ऐसे तो बाहर का टिकट मिल गया
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Navia? Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver. They won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still... I was the one who initiated it. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And they were caught in the seawater.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just... gone.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine.
I can understand. Besides,
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
How could Master ever be upset with you, demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not?
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it'll save us both the trip to see each other whenever you...
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companion.
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else. I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
I'd always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Malus and Silver have helped me so much. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Thank you. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine. So, everyone else is safe. But...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver. But the overall outcome indicates that the cost was...
Right! Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
You're right. What you said just now was...
Oh!
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been... As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently.
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. But that thanks to the knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me.
Without your help, there would have been many more...
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Okay.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they weren't the price paid for other salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people
So, you're one who will try to change fate, then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. By the way, Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh?
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia, Traveler. I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Maripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times and seem to be worth investigating in many. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck, and
So that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you, which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how
Oh! That somehow makes
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freak.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right?
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to...
Well, I'm sad, yes. But there's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster. Besides...
Since you put it that way, all right.
Okay, let's do... So,
They seem to be pretty ancient, all right.
let's go in and have a look.
Just be careful.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Green moons converge.
Get back!
This place has also been contaminated by primordial seawater.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous and it won't be any... don't get Paimon wrong.
No, you're right. That complicates things. Maybe the only way left is forward.
In that case, do you want to wait for us here?
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will rise. I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit.
All right. Come. Oh no, it's a dead end! Let's try climbing over from the side.
Wait, there's something wrong with this bridge.
ये क्या होगा यहाँ पे
Demoiselle?
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing?
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, my lord.
Yes, it would appear so.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested...
Oh. This is...
Is something the matter?
Oh, I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He requested our...
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good.
How have you been?
I've been great. They were knocking at my...
Sometimes.
Oh, yes, Miss Navia. These are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. I don't know what we would have done.
Did you?
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for...
Very well.
Wait. Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, your name is Burnett.
That's right.
No, it's nothing. I've heard... And why are there so few people around here?
We must mind the time, demoiselle.
Huh? We do...
Well, now, did you...
Miss Navia, here you are. My trial.
Yes, she's right, demoiselle. It's just about time.
Oh?
क्या सीन वो तो गिर गई थी ना तेरे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दिखा रहा है पिछले का दिखा रहा है क्या अभी का दिखा रहा है
Look, it's Navia. She's...
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. Why are so... And as for the judge... huh?
Please sit in the defendant.
All right. But...
Typically, it wouldn't...
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're doing?
Enough with the whispering!
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet... As all here know, you... After you took over... Not only you... Yes, correct. We are one big... Therefore, this...
Huh?
Oh, well...
How... I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now.
Stay here, Navia. You're one of...
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to...
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. But
she was born of...
Her actions, please do not mis...
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. Even if everything... Now, I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay.
And you would call this justice? Have you forgotten how much you...
Do you mean...
If your justice is...
As you said, we can also have our own justice. And that...
Demoiselle!
Silver, I remember now. Everything that seemed Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid. And don't...
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be? Don't let them escape!
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to... After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying? No more excuses.
He says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be?
What's with these people? Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us.
Miss Navia.
Silence.
That's... Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion, the court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Our thanks.
Please leave with me.
But...
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance.
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that...
Malus. Silver.
Quickly,
you must. Goodbye.
ये क्या सीन
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake. Good.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they...
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare?
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was were it not for their intervention.
Wait, did you say
Perhaps those 2...
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me.
Please come with me.
Neverlet, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right.
Why do you look so... Oh, Paimon knows.
I merely thought...
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have nothing to talk about?
Ah, Sigewin. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the...
No way, don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's an amazing head nurse.
I see. Well, that is good.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately, and I also hope...
He still doesn't know what to talk about. So, Neverlet, you're probably quite the swimmer, huh? This isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else. How did you find these ruins? Did the knave tell you?
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave, and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the ancient ruins here.
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might...
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
Alright! Another one's going to the party! Let's get going then! Scatter! Spring forth!
Thunder!
Oh no! Another unstable path! Watch your step! Watch out! There are rocks falling from here!
Devouring claw!
A moonlit night for all.
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
It seems we're almost at the top. Keep it up! Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Stone slates. It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take them down and have a look?
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot is missing.
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see.
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose.
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slates...
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same.
And is that Lady Farina in the 3rd image? Did the Hydro...
And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite...
The 4th image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette. Deciphering...
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just... This says that it's the history of the future, right? That means the...
I really hope it doesn't mean that.
Still, Paimon feels like these images are kind of weird when you look at the...
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the 4th, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the 3rd, where the Hydro Archon herself
And yet the order is reversed here.
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the 3rd image. That means that the person in the 2nd image might be the previous Hydro Archon.
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? And if not, why would she be in such a posture? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy? Does that mean that some...
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Farina.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else...
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Let's split up here. I'm going to...
You still...
Just head back to the Fleuve Cendre, and...
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work, Traveler. I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office.
Are you really going to talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem?
She has long been harboring secret.
All right, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best.
I will be carefully...
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fleuve Cendre is always open to you, as ever. All right.
We're finally back!
Welcome back.
Yay! And there's good food too! Navi, no, the boss.
it is.
Mona. Indra कैसा है?
It's you two. What are you doing in Fontaine?
ये क्या इधर कर लिए?
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontanian, are you?
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped into you. Quite unexpectedly, if I might add. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstadter surname?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took... There was nothing for it, really. Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Wow!
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well. Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a long one. Does it also mean great or something?
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is...
Thrice as great? That's so...
I know, right? That's just how she is.
Talk about excessive.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak.
That sounds terrible! But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona? You're from Mondstadt.
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes.
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you.
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean. That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part. The invitation was sent quite early on.
What do you mean?
What I can tell, I'm afraid that this is not... But on the flip side, the
prophecy is so huge and a visionary? Sounds really Of course. The old hag could do it. And Thanks, Mona. Oh, well, that's the greatest of astrologists.
Indeed, indeed.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need...
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business. And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks. Right, but we were able to recruit good morning. To be honest, I'm still feeling. But it's time to get up.
You're here! Finally!
Is some...
Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina, they seem to have gotten...
Like I said, I've already explained everything.
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for excuses. It is not my intention to offend you, but please, tell me where you stand. You are the Hydro Archon Focalor, are you? Look at this. This is a list of the victims from the recent Poisson incident.
You mean...
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster. I will say this once more. You must tell me everything you know. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins.
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. I don't know, but you found them in some ancient...
That's correct, which is why I came to ask you some questions. There should have been 4 slates, but one of them was missing. The other 3 feature different images that...
The prophecy?
The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if confessing something. Do you know nothing of the...
I don't. I've never seen such slates.
I'll ask you again. Do you... My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon Egeria once had to confess to, or apologize for, a certain sin. If anyone would know about it, it should be you.
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. Is it really so strange that I know nothing? I understand your concerns, but I'm sorry. I just...
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Farina, but I have long known of your various secret investigations. There are several indications that you have been investigating the prophecy on the sly. This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydro Archon. But you have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself.
So you've been watching me all... Well, since you know about my secret investigations, there's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my subordinate. You should just trust in me, your Archon, and do as I say. Never mind, that's all I have to say. We do not discuss Oh!
Did Farina not notice us standing by the door? Wonder...
I assume you've been outside for...
Oh! You noticed! Seems Farina didn't even reach...
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Still, I do not understand. Everyone in her... We may have to...
Oh?
Normally, people will only...
But...
We will need to consider... If at all possible. This may be cruel to her, but all... But who will lend us...
Well, that's everyone one, huh? Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in it.
And here you are drinking tea.
That's what family should do.
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a cup?
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Me?
Then, how about you, good sir?
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as...
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things.
That was a little long-winded, don't you think?
Oh, you might be right. Anyway, to cut to the chase, our friend here, the Traveler, has brought us... As for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be...
Oh? How
Well, it's just an expression, really. One that I just learned from Chlorand.
Huh? Didn't you say that you would be facilitating this?
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a good chance to practice. You might even pick up some fancy oratory tricks to impress your...
I see. And what does my boss say?
He is glad that you consider him your boss. Do go on.
In that case, do any of you have experience hunting?
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger. As for Lynette, oh, right. You were sick that day, weren't you?
I've also gone diving to catch some fish before. Does that...
I'm afraid not. You may or may not have heard, but though that was their name, they did not hunt animals, but rather various monsters left behind by the ancient dynasty. Today, Fontaine's monster population has already thinned greatly, so a trap comprises of the following components. Bait. So, if we were to build a trap together, right now, what would you choose to build it with?
For me, I would prefer something basket-shaped. Pigeons and rabbits will see the bait, and our line of work requires a deft hand.
You used some of those techniques while moving the people of Poisson, didn't you? My subordinates mentioned that you even performed some magic.
Yes, and I even
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong suit.
Calm and steady.
And I can be their assistant.
With discretion, I'm sure.
I remember that...
I did.
What about you, Monsieur Nivit?
I fear...
That makes sense. But I do have... If we were to create... If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes for prey that must be captured and safely contained.
Wait, why's that?
Only a hunter who's a true expert at subduing their prey can...
So, are we going hunting together?
We hadn't thought of seeing ourselves...
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them up, but we shall require much more courage than...
Oh...
It's been a tough few days, hasn't it? Paimon didn't think the meetings would go on. Paimon thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremine was, now that Paimon thinks about it, but, well, it's hard to say. Paimon doesn't have any experience with this sort of thing. But after all, you're the most reliable person in the world, aren't you? Did you just pour some tea? Paimon... Then what's the... Paimon's never seen that cup before!
Don't be frightened. I'm just joining you.
Who's that?
Huh. Have you...
Wait. You are familiar.
The voice from the sky, I fear that description is wrong. You're feeling lost now.
Consider me a passerby, just accepting a commission from my friends to suck the prophecy. Yes.
What?
I believe you have witnessed a failed attempt with your own eyes. Ah, just as prophecies are usually are the things that you shall see, different from the fate that the gods perceive.
What is she talking about? It all sounds really impressive and important and stuff, but it also sounds kind of...
I believe that you understand, right? Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide. No. This was good tea, by the way. Thank
the voice. What? I want to hear someone talk. All right. Hey, it's you who's getting lazy, okay?
Well, I see I've walked in on some lively band.
Luna!
Fine, just fine. I went to take part in that Steambird panel. Not all Fontanians are pessimistic about this. One
did she?
Why, yes, it was Charlotte. I assume you've heard of her, no? I'm in full support of her view.
That's right! Paimon's glad to hear something.
Ah, yes. About what? Huh? Goodness gracious. Are you serious?
She said that even the god's gaze has blind spots. Pretty bold if you ask Paimon.
The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary, but I've never met her.
Whoa.
Their abilities alone.
Well, it's not like
Yes, she was. Perhaps it is. Traveler.
Oh, we're...
I see. I guess you could consider me someone who has all. But even so, perhaps that's what En was trying to tell you. I did originally think of steering clear of all.
Huh. You do have a point.
There, it was worth trying to, I suppose.
Paimon feels kind of moved by what Mona said. Hey, Traveler. Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always... Huh? Let Paimon see! The underwater stronghold, the Fortress of Meripede, has continued in its noble My recent attempts to enter the fortress bore little fruit. Thus, did an Outlander friend become the focus of this report, a blonde adventurer with their wife. So while the fortress's interior remains a mystery behind closed doors, journalist Charlotte's biggest scoop yet, the Traveler's Trail, World Walker. Huh. Charlotte took so many awesome photos of us, and we know she hasn't been able to get a hold of anything. Ugh, seriously? Hey, quick! Look! That's the limited edition, only 16 It was so delicious the last time we tried it!
One slice of cake, please.
Someone showed up after all! Oh, wait!
Oh, are you here to buy cake too? It seems Monsieur Nervalet was right. You were...
Wait, did he really say something like that?
That's right. Even he has his own preferences.
Do you come here often?
Usually every day.
Every day?
It's part of my daily schedule, apart from work.
Then what if someone told you one day that this place would be closing soon, and you wouldn't get to eat cake here anymore?
But why would it close?
Well, Paimon doesn't know either, but maybe the waters will rise.
Oh, the prophecy. No. It's the same for eating in general. You might not be...
Huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have 2 more slices of cake to go? These 2 slices are for you. Sijuin said that this kind of expression you're making is what humans call being sad.
Oh, you know Sijuin?
I sure do. She was born before me, and she sometimes comes to the surface to teach us. She said that I've got something else to do, so...
And there she goes. All right, let's dig in. Paimon... It's more delicious. Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious. Oh, we're near the Steambird office. Let's go look for Charlotte and have a chat.
Wow! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon!
Ha! You've got some nerve! You just used us to make some quick mora!
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I heard that you were in Poisson sometime. It's all right, though. I've set aside the amount intended for you.
Really? Oh, Paimon knows you're not like...
Still, what brings you here all of a sudden? Were you looking for me?
A friend of ours met you a while back, and when she mentioned it, we thought of coming to see you. Her name's Mona.
Ah, so you know Miss Mona as well. She's a guest columnist for our paper. So she mentioned me? What did she say?
She said that you're a real daredevil of a...
No.
Huh?
Oh, of course it doesn't. That was...
Yeah.
Why not? If I say you're worth an interview, then you're worth...
Oh, in that case, well...
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! I'll tell the editor-in-chief immediately. I'll have to... Whew, so much to get done now. Talk to you...
Wait, Charlotte, Paimon's still got a question for you.
And what's that?
If, just for example, Fontaine were to be...
Huh, that's the prophecy you're talking about, isn't it? I mean, I do hear about it. If you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine. Oh, but I'm still a journalist first and foremost. That means I have a duty to be reporting from the scene. From what I've seen, most people don't know what they'd do should the worst come to pass. So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping. Just think about it. If this nation really were to be suddenly destroyed tomorrow, and then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that... I'm not a dreamer. No, but anyway...
That's so... Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we? The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty... Paimon's been thinking... If it wasn't fun... No. We've always been moving to the next step. You mean... Still trapped? Huh. Feels like he'll grow more, but it's still better than...
So the two of you are still here.
Oh, you're from the Palais Mermont?
Yes, I'm Isadora. Not at all. Yes.
A riot?
Well, that said, Lady Farina loudly accusing, and before she could, the crowd continued to...
So people have...
I agree.
So what happened after...
Seeing that the situation was spiraling out of control, the Marechaussee Phantom had their hands full maintaining order and did not catch where Lady Farina had gone. Only when things had stabilized did we real...
So, you mean she's still missing?
That's right. That said, I don't think there's good.
Don't worry. Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Port Sullivan. If he knows, and as we when Nerval, it would be
अपना भी इधर रुका
things
लिया
for. Well, what do you? In that case, if. This place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors must have evacuated already. All that's left here are signs of devastation. Could Farina really be here? Let's try to find her as soon as possible. That's Farina, right over there.
What was meant to happen did happen after all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But what can I even do? Who's that?
Don't worry, Farina. It's just... Farina, you were crying just now, weren't you?
Who did that uncivil... They even dare to tout their Archon! And I'm sure Nouvellette and those people from the Maréchaussée Phantom are
Hey, there she is! The Hydro Archon's over there! Quick, after her!
Farina, those people seem to be after you.
They are? They're just some...
Farina just ran off! Quick, we have to catch up! This should be the place, right? Hey, Farina! There's a good hiding spot over here.
What?
Hurry, they're almost...
Fine. I suppose I... I merely gave in to the sheer enthusiasm they display.
Yep, that's...
What's happening?
Yeah, a quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, did it?
It can't be.
Well, there's no need to worry too much about that. Nouvellette's made some emergency plans, so the...
Yeah, but the people of Poisson... It's true. I've tried, but we cannot make an enemy of the divine. No matter what we do, the will of the heavenly principles will have... Give up, indeed. Fate is really, but just now, it all became clear to me. As long as the final moment hasn't come, it's still not too late. Don't worry. I will keep hope alive for everyone until the very... Well, that's enough for now. Don't take any of...
Come on!
Cher, that's impossible. A witness. And if Tevat is in its entire... If...
Ladies and gentlemen, this could now, without further ado...
So, this is what it is. Do not forget, however, that I...
May I interpret these words as your in that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor through a duel.
You would draw your blade against a god? I see. It seems like you have made up your...
Paimon can't believe it.
What the heck is going on?
Wow, how utter...
Lady Farina.
Shh! It would seem that there has been a misunderstanding.
Looking for excuses again, huh?
I raised my hands just now to indicate my acceptance of the trial. No duel shall be necessary. I will admit that I've been running away for a long time. I'm sorry, everyone. I was unable to protect the people. You are not the only ones to be disappointed in me. I, too, am... But now, it is time for the Hydro Archon to show you her courage and... I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the truth. This time, applaud and rejoice. Mark my words. This shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of Fontaine. Woohoo! Oh, now we're making...
Why does it feel like Farina just took over the whole thing? Like, also, even though she's still acting super dramatic...
All right, then. Who...
The court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Is that... Also, please allow me to... Just how much work...
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
I can go over the tasks.
Navia.
Most of the people who participated in the disturbance this morning were my subordinates. They changed into plain clothes and came to the opera house as regular... The people's resentment, moreover, according to...
So, you mean...
And their goal...
That's right.
As the super ultimate version of the setup that I used when the volume of the box was increased by a whole order of magnitude, and the distance it traversed was the entire gap between Poisson and was an Archon instead of a human. My thanks, Farina.
Of
course, this performance was only made possible with Father's support. The House of the Hearth, we had to select a...
So,
That's right. It wasn't a sign of another disaster to...
Then, you gathered a crowd, prepared a stage, and made sure that the champion... Also that as soon as I appeared on the stage...
Yes, that is...
Well, Clorand, I must commend you for your courage. Only the...
Thank you.
As for you, Traveler, I suppose your role was to keep me distracted with conversation once you found you'd make sure that I didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor once we'd arrived onto the stage. Oh? It's fine. It matters not. What's done is done. The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience. Let's see this trial through to the very end.
Madam Prosecutor, please allow me to pass. This is a...
Huh? Charlotte wanted to give us something? Oh, so she's... Oh, let Paimon see. So in other words, we can refer to this anthology. Let's quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of it as a refresher, all right?
You defeated the Hydro Archon in the very first duels you took part in at the Opera House. I didn't think that you'd want this as the first of Fatui Harbinger. According to Rainier, the words of someone as extraordinary as a witch can probably only...
The prosecution and the defense are both in position. The trial shall now begin.
Oh, come on. Just fast forward to the... Of course. It is only...
That's true. But my charge here is unrelated to your... Instead.
Wait, what was that? Lady Farina's a fraud?
Hey.
Charge accepted. Lady Farina, do you plead guilty to the charge? Lady Farina.
I plead not. There is no way that I, Focalor, otherwise known as Farina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine.
Yeah, even though Lady Farina...
Yeah.
I have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case. Many of the members of the audience have known me as the Hydro Archon ever since they were born. But see, if you wish to drop the case, I can promise you as the god of justice that you will not have to face trial for making a false accusation. We will...
An argument with near impossible...
Well, and if I...
That doesn't... First of all, you...
Who gave you that idea?
A curse. I once thought it, but in light of this claim, perhaps...
Neverlet sensed it too, huh?
Lady Farina... Well...
Well, don't start celebrating too early now. Even if I have been carrying a curse like you said. Besides, everyone knows that the main difference between a human and a god is the possession of authority. Gods, for centuries, manifestations of one need only to turn their eyes towards the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal in this very...
That doesn't... You tried to reference the...
Didn't I make myself clear at the time?
Lady Farina, I believe a reminder while the court is... You will prove your... That was no trick.
So, you neither knew why Child was instead of having been created...
The real Hydro Archon. It is true that I did not... But the Oratrice handed out that verdict unilaterally. You can't
She's still throwing out all kinds of excuses.
My power as an...
If that poses a...
Aren't you the Hydro Archon? Or is it that you can't even wield the power of Hydro?
Indemnitium! Yes! It's all because of Indemnitium! All Archons derive their power from the faith of the people, and
Isn't that...
Yeah, no matter how generous...
It's Seems like nobody's buying Farina's excuse.
Hey, come now, everyone. Please don't stare at me as if I was alone. I'm still the same for please.
If what the prosecutor said is true.
Did she deceive? Enough. That's enough. Tell me then, if I'm not the real Hydro Archon, if you have no evidence of another Hydro Archon's existence.
Wow, she came up with yet another argument. That doesn't... It has been established that all Fontanians can dissolve in water.
Since you insist on claiming to be a god and not a human, then there's a method that you can use right here and now to eliminate all suspicions of you.
Miss Navia, please apply to serve as a temporary attorney for the prosecution.
Super sorry. Now, I've brought some seawater from Poisson. So, if we are to believe that, but if you don't dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the reverse. Oh, and I must remind, I do hope you'll act prudently.
Navia from the Spina di Rasula. The Spina has governed Poisson for many years.
If Lady for...
Lady Farina, this...
Well, of course he had to tell her that.
She's just staring at...
What's going on?
Due to the inherent risk...
Hey!
I'm fine! Look at me, everyone! Will you believe me now?
Miss Siegewin? If you're present, Miss Siegewin, please come forward and attend to the defendant.
Siegewin? Don't be nervous. It'll just take a few seconds. That should be enough.
Please announce the results of your evaluation.
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Farina was displaying symptoms of hyperventilation and flushed skin. These indicate that she was experiencing the adverse effects of exposure to primordial seawater. The extent to which she was affected is the same as other humans when exposed to primordial seawater.
Thank you, Miss Siegewin. Lady Farina...
Oh, wait. What did she...
Well, however, after extensive discussion, we exchanged it for a sample that is not concentrated enough to dissolve an actual human. We don't want anyone else to lose their life to the sea.
Yeah, so out of regard for Farina's life, you secured a low-concentration sample and asked the head nurse to serve. It's a great thing that the direct sample wasn't actually used.
I can't believe... You... Listen to me, everyone. Think about it. How can you conclusively prove that an arc also, if I was Please, everyone, anyone, just listen to me. I swear, I really am your...
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway any...
With all the things that have been said, Paimon doesn't think there's any way left for Farina to win.
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway her. She's too stacked against her now.
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Farina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontaine. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Farina is... guilty. We shall now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final... According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse...
Well, what's wrong? What's the Oratrice's...
No, the Oratrice also displays a guilty verdict.
Isn't that correct then?
However, the exact wording of the verdict is thus: to be punished via the death sentence.
That's actually one of the available sentences? I've always thought that it was just a myth.
The one and only time the death sentence has been handed out at the court, and it's been given...
Farina's been sentenced to death by the Oratrice?
Is Farina's sentence overly excessive? But now, the Oratrice seems to have deliberately invoked the title of the Hydro Archon.
Excuse me, if I may interrupt. Is the trial still going?
Fremine! Oh, you finally made it.
Mm-hmm. Any mission fought...
Is that the first prophecy slate? Huh. So the knave privately arranged for Fremine to try and find the missing slate.
I looked everywhere and finally found it at the bottom of the sea. It took me a long time to get around some dangerous stretches of... But has the trial already concluded? Then...
Thank you for your hard work, Mr. Fremine. Please allow me to review the record left on the slate. Traveler, I believe that you have already seen the other existing slates, and would like you to come here and confirm their...
Huh? So what do you see? What is it?
I believe I have now made sense of the Hydro Archon's crime. It has to do with Fontaine's lost history.
Huh? Isn't the Hydro Archon just guilty of deceiving her people? Oh, wait, no, that's Farina, and we've already proven that she's not the Hydro Archon. So when you say Hydro Archon, do you mean the real Hydro Archon we've been kinda talking about?
In truth, everything that you've encountered in Fontaine up until this point can be traced back to the contents of these stone slates. However, I'm uncertain as to how much sense...
Okay, let's try to recall the contents of the other 3 stone slates. Paimon will do her best to help you remember. The first stone slate describes what you just said. Does that mean that Fontanians are transformed Oceanids? Oh, Paimon wasn't expecting that. But if Oceanids can turn into humans, then perhaps this process can be reversed as the second stone slate shows Celestia floating in the sky. This must be the point when the Hydro Archon and the Fontanians were branded with their original sin. The third slate shows the Hydro Archon sinking into the sea surrounded by many people. Huh. That reminds Paimon. Well, the fourth slate is the prophecy the Fontanians have been talking about. We didn't believe that such a crazy disaster could happen.
We know from the case of the that perhaps what is about to take place has all happened before, and the original sin cast... It's not a... When Navia fell into the sea, her consciousness was subjected to judgment. The stone slates show the people gathered around the Hydro... The prophecy from the stones... The fortress of Meropide was nearly flooded with primordial seawater, which we know... If we...
dissolve into the primordial sea but won't cease to exist. The Hydro Archon was sentenced to death in court, shocking everyone present. Navia fell into the water inside those ruins, and she nearly dissolved. She was surrounded by the people of Poisson in a... The eruption of the primordial sea at the fortress of Meripede was the surest sign that the prophecy was about to... The stone slate's content can all be verified by recent events. Huh? Oh, Paimon gets it now, but then it feels like...
Let's hear them.
Incredible.
We're...
All Fontanians were originally created by the late previous Hydro Archon, with Oceanids as their basis. The evidence for that can be found in how only Fontanians could dissolve in primordial seawater, and how all the girls Vacher dissolved were also turned into Oceanids. Oh, and according to Navia, when she was about to get dissolved, she also saw everyone gathered around for a trial. All of them in the shape of Oceanids.
Indeed.
Yeah, and it follows from the content of the... That could also explain why the Oratries judged the Hydro Archon to be guilty.
The Hydro Archon's true sin?
And yet, after many hundreds of years, the...
Yeah, isn't the image here just like when Navia fell into the sea? So wouldn't it be trying to show the image of the Hydro Archon also In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain. Did Paimon get all that right?
You've made some keen deductions. I must say, given how much you still don't know, it is impressive. However, while you were able to decode all the information on the slates, they've also... When we were at the ruin, now that the slate collection is complete, I shall make another... Your hypotheses regarding the origin of Fontanians and the sin of the Hydro Archon were both correct. In the Fontaine of old, the previous Hydro Archon sensed the yearning of her Oceanid familiars for life on land. The Oceanids were enamored with the beauty and romanticism of human beings, and wishing to have those experiences for themselves, expressed to the Hydro Archon. However, not one to give in, she eventually found a way to create permanent humanoid bodies for her familiar. She poured primordial seawater into the Oceanid's blood vessel. But if Fontanians were to ever come into... Of course, the Hydro Archon never received permission from the heavenly principles to create a new human race. And thus, the Hydro Archon and all of her creations came to shoulder the original sin of appropriating the power of the primordial sea. That is the true history of how the people of Fontaine first came into being.
So we were all Oceanids before we turned into human...
That's way too much information for me. Wait, but if that's the truth, we can't let the Hydro Archon be sentenced to death.
This really might be too much information.
Alas, your hypothesis regarding the third and fourth stone slates was inaccurate. A key point of the visual, they have not... The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro, as well as the nation of trials and justice. You may also recall Navia's Therefore, that the people of Fontaine shall try... Yes, it refers to our present situation.
I think I'm following now. So, what you're saying is, even though we decided to put on this trial to avoid fulfilling the prophecy, in truth, everything we've done has happened exactly as the prophecy foretold. So now...
What should we do? Huh. If that's the case, does that mean the scene in the fourth...
Traveler, I would like to point out another small... About the fourth slate. You probably thought that the eruption of primordial seawater beneath the fortress of Meripede served as the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come. However, I believe that rather than being a sure sign, that eruption could in fact only be a small warning of something far worse to come. As for the root cause of the catastrophe... This eruption was just a small warning of the thing...
It was both
If we're talking about a true culprit, that could only be that thing inside the primordial sea, right?
the truth, the original sin, the trial, and the root cause of the disaster.
ये कौन से एंडिंग है? ये वेट, ये तो चाइल्ड है।
That was way too close! How did that thing just burst into the Opera House? Wait, was that the huge whale you saw in your dream?
अरे ये तो उन्होंने
So
दिखाया
we've
वो
met it at last. I understand that that whale does not belong to Tivat. It is a monster that has traversed the star. It has been greedily consuming the energy from the planet's primordial sea, using it to grow. That is and once it has finished consuming...
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontaine...
Precisely. That, therefore, when it left the primordial sea, it decided to make its next stop a pact...
We just barely managed to push it back, right? In that case, won't it come back to target the people?
That is correct. Indeed, it is more accurate to say that we should thank that Harbinger for buying us some time. Being the creature for quite a long time.
That battle maniac. Anyway, now that we know that this...
It is too late. It had already absorbed too much of the primordial sea's energy before we could notice it, even if the entirety of Tivat were to...
That's not... We've already done everything we can. We've come...
Indeed. That's not how a grand...
I'll fight it to the end. No matter what.
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesied will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the history of... Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen... Ultimately, fate shall serve as...
What's happening with the aura trees?
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
Marina! No, I still need answers.
You.
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing. I couldn't help myself.
You are not Farina. Who are you?
The sweet sound of bewilderment. Marvelous. A sure sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success. But to answer your question, I am Focalor. You know.
Focalor? Why did you deceive us?
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But I had to fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving the heavenly principles.
Deceiving the heavenly prince?
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor. She knew full well that the prophecy would surely come to pass. And as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principles. So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible situation that I found. I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. I had to outwit the heavenly principles, allow the prophecy to be fulfilled. Ostensibly, I'm a genius, I know. I can only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor. Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro Archon, and not to mention the original sin of creating a new race of humans, I dare say she left me quite a colossal mess to clean up. But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose—
So you were also once one of the Oceanids, transformed into a human by Egeria's hand.
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being. The me you see before you now is that divinity. And the human she could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as vain and conceited, or her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess. But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always— Anyway, so then I cursed her. All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principle. Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra Archon alone, weeping on her throne. In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Farina to be an actress, under the curse I placed on her. So long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her— Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role of leading lady. I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Farina is only human. Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human being. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure. It must have been torture for her.
It has indeed. And although she is, in a sense, me in human form, it's been 500 years, and all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all time. Hello? Who permitted you to come onto this stage? Now, All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state your name. Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance. Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it? I am Focalor. The eyes of countless Fontanians are upon me. I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance. Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough. Exterminate!
Devouring claw! Day.
By royal decree, moons converge. Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
A moonlit night for all.
Farina. Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you? Be not nervous. Be not afraid. I am before you. Wait a moment. You're near me? How can this be? Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not bad. Let's go with that. Mirror me? What do you... The prophecy. Have you heard of it? What prophecy? Wait. I know. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then... Oh, very good. You know it well. What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly. Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you. Disaster will come to Fontaine sooner or later. Things will develop just... But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontanian just like them. Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why I will tell you how to save... Oh, so there's still hope after all. Goodness. As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be... But if the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right? If there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side, and my pain on the other, is it not... You truly are the perfect human. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. Huh? Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role.
Play as...
That's right. If you can keep...
But how will I do this?
Don't worry. Being a human yourself, remember, you're...
I'm still not... So, how long am I going to have to play this role?
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage for many, many years. But I promise you, all will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial.
A trial? Huh. How The Maison Cardinalise had... What should I say to most... Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you've all heard about how I have... In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god. As the god Focalor, the god of justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age... Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggest this... should do it. I thought I might stammer.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity...
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest.
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-backed puppet.
Wait, what's going on? Right. Mirmi said that I just need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Calm down, Farina. Think assertive, with a strong sense of presence. Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house. Would the children of Fontaine follow them? Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside. You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a date. Now then, let us be reintroduced.
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Her personality. It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before. Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful! Her future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation sinned. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play. The scales of... May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. There is no trouble in this world that justice cannot solve. All that so long as I...
Yes! Oh, yeah!
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports as well as a summary of...
Come now. Was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette. Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward...
If I may be so impertinent...
A magnificent, dramatic, and...
That's true,
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now.
Lady Farina, I don't know what to say. Thank you.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you? All right. Deoteria.
You remembered me, and you knew of my family, too. He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I.
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen again in the future, please do...
You're such a gentle and wise god.
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you...
I see. It's as I thought, then. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will...
well, as...
Really? Have they found anything?
I'm afraid that they haven't found...
Oh, is that so? The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time, but it's good to see that everything's getting on track. Maybe this is fine. I just need to keep... All right, Farina, don't think...
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for the latest case.
They'll be...
Lady Farina, I've...
Indeed, my dear.
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant hydrological...
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should anything come up at the... I don't think I let anything slip today. I just don't know when these days will end. I feel utterly exhausted.
Lady Farina, it's like a dream being able to speak with you up close like this. I've heard that the first member of our...
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings me great joy.
Surely you exaggerate, Lady Farina.
What is it? Good.
Are you crying?
Really? This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters.
No wonder. No wonder. A manifestation.
So interminable. Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps I never imagined. Have I? want to tell someone. I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries. But there's all I can do is keep heart.
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this, although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me.
A witness. Yeah, and if Tevat is in its entirety, if that's the case, she's right. But if things don't know, Farina. But what if, Farina, is it such an if you let the think about it, long and hard? No, I have nothing to say. I am for all you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness.
Fine.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself. She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate. It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I believe that I understand how your deception works. How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine?
Ah, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the... I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yeah?
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chain. It now seems that that person was you, hidden within the machine all along.
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth. In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed. I mean... did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose? My work over these last 500 years has been to but really, some have already the vast majority has been, had to be,
It was all a part of your plan.
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians, but only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine...
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor. The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent...
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of...
But...
Oh, what? getting sad again. The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more. Oh,
all you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even... Hydro Dragon. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principle stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you? Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontanians as humans and their right... In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, and to defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people At this point, we, whether it be myself or all other Iudex Neuvillette, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, what verdict shall...
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea at last. I now understand the true purpose. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. You are a devious one, Focalors. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Neuvillette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Iudex Neuvillette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
Didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the primordial sea from that creature. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry. Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice. The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine, the beast that enacts the prophecy. Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the ancient dragon's power. We shall look for an opening together. Sorrow turning into hostility.
Surge.
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. Chance will present itself.
Why is there a hole-looking thingy over there? It looks really scary. Spring forth! Reveal thyself! A new moon rises.
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its root from within.
Let night fall! Propagate!
Stay away from me!
Three moons converge.
Manifest the authority of the ancient dragons. Witness the might of the primordial sea.
Scatter!
Stay away from me! Midnight Phantasmagoria.
A new moon rises.
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but... oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some...
That power.
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right? It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this, so you may speak to me as equals. I have to agree. It's a strange use of a plant. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much, and I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, Child's master's master.
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Sertologi.
Huh?
I am unfamiliar with that.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
The Fowl?
Still nothing? Well...
Ooh, that one we've heard! Rhine-Dodger's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't know, but I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhine-Daughter. They're both—
Wait! Didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep sea. As such, the fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
What?
Not to worry.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Hey! Help! Over here!
All hands, initiate emergency rescue! Hurry! Hey, lend a hand! receding! It's a miracle!
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
The prophecy was wrong.
The Spina attacks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Spina, and we spoke about Poisson's present and future. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing a smoked skyship winglet, boon or bane of the Fontaine Research Institute. The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which to classify. Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the value for these big scoop, Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a...
Paimon's curious too! Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there to be curious?
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me.
Are you
Oh, this time will be different. Come on! Let's head to Poisson first, and then...
अभी के लिए बस शेम लोग करते हैं ठीक है ये कर देंगे